Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? It's penguins! Look at that little fluffer! Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful they are underwater! Oh, I love those waterfalls. And the giant otters. And look at all those trees. Oh, I love the facade that was covered in rocks there. Holy cow, that penguin house was so cute. The little lighthouse was so cute. You guys, it's the newest of the Planet Zoo DLC coming out, and this time we're diving underwater with some freaking adorable aquatic animals. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but that 1 minute was actually packed with so much new stuff, and I am so excited to be able to look at all of the new little features and details and hints of some of the things that are going to be coming up in the next aquatic pack, the DLC for Planet Zoo, because it's going to let us tell so many stories about the amazing animals we share our world with, and because it's going to make our zoos look amazing. I don't know if you can tell, but there's some new rocks. I really get into the zen of putting rocks down in Planet Zoo, and I already can see that there's a ton of new rocks down. There's clearly this freaking adorable, look back here, look back here. There is a little penguin like entrance hut made out of ice and stone. That is so cute. And I think there's actually even the outline of a new wall type back here. No, is that a door? And then they go in the little penguin house. Oh, do they do like a little waddle parade up this tiny itty bitty little set of stairs in the door and into the penguin house? Because that would just make my day. And I love that they have this little landing pad that they jump out of the water and kind of just stand on, because it will be a new interactive item for the animals added on top of the water. And there's clearly a lot to go through. So let's go ahead and once again go through this together, my friends, at a much slower speed so that we can point out some of the really exciting things like rocks. Yes, I get excited about rocks. And new patches of ice, and we can see what else is going to be coming to all of our mini Planet Zoo worlds. We have so many of them. So Hula Sand Safari, look at that beautiful jump. I think the penguins would be a perfect addition to our ice outpost area, actually. Don't you guys think so? Sure, they're like, the polar bear is an ice outpost, and that's on the opposite side of the world from these beautiful penguins, but I think that that could go together really well. And if you look down here, you can actually see there's some fish down here. We'll talk about that in a second, because there's also some new updates, including some free update material that is coming with the aquatic packs on the 8th of this month, which I'm very excited about. And the new free update material actually includes this fish dispenser and a zoo educator. We're going to be talking about the educator later, because basically that's my dream job. Oh my gosh. And I think that's really exciting. But I want to take a moment to just admire the rocks. I think we're finally going to have to learn how to properly make a underwater viewing area. I try and fail again and again, but we want to be down here under the sea to really be able to see where all of these beautiful penguins are swimming. These look like the emperor penguins. There are so many different varieties of penguins. Gentoo, the little blue penguin, is one of my favorite. Oh, and over here, shifting gears, and I think this is really interesting. We're actually shifting gears from penguins and icy areas over to having some very vibrant, colorful jungles with some new plants. You guys, look at all these. I know the new plants in Planet Zoo. I am obsessed with the plants, and I can see so many of them. I'm pretty sure this willow tree over here is definitely new. Look at the beautiful green roofs. Like, when Chips and I finally have our own house, guys, you can guarantee I'm gonna have like greenery stuck everywhere. I already have a living wall in my office. Just wait until I have access to my roof as well. But also, look at this giant leafy boy down here. There are some huge new plants in here that are going to be really exciting to learn about. And look at these archways. Archways of greenery. I'm going to be using that everywhere. That looks like a moss-covered sort of archway that you can go ahead and put over your paths. I would really love to see more things like that. I don't think we have a lot of we don't have a lot of features and a a lot of items that you can just kind of put down and they immediately cover the path. So that would be fun. I think I see some new picnic tables, maybe a new umbrella, I think. And then over here, you guys may actually, if you're sharp-eyed, note a couple brand new things with Seal Cove. So seals are also going to be coming in. It's not just penguins, it's also seals. And there are 2 or 3 other animals in the pack. Let me go ahead and jog my memory as I look around. Give me a second, I have to admire all these plants. All right, you can definitely have an underwater viewing area over here. These look like new colored rocks. That's a new plant. I know my dead trees when I see them. And it looks just so lovely. There will be a new scenario that you can actually play where you will be going to Oregon and trying to revive a dried up riverbed. Oh, look at the cute little seagull over here. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. But you'll be trying to revive a dried up riverbed zoo as the scenario. So that's pretty exciting. These guys are new. And then over here, you can actually sneak a peek if you are very eagle-eyed at the giant otters. So not just any otter, but the largest otter species in the world, which can grow up to 6 feet, if I remember correctly. They are very fierce predators and hunters of the Amazon rainforest. They live in the riverways down there. And if you guys have never seen a giant otter, definitely go ahead, YouTube some videos, watch them. They're amazing. They're really skilled at hunting, and they look completely different from their smaller, very fluffy brethren and cousins who live up kind of, well, otters are all over the place, but you know, the ones that you think of off the coast of California or the ones that you might see off the coast of the UK. These guys are much, much, much bigger than that. And they're not in the kelp forest. They're actually going to be in riverways. So I would love to learn more about them, especially socialization, because I actually don't know anything about a giant otter family group. So we're going to be having a chance to learn about that. Look at the beautiful water plants. Oh, I love it. And apparently one of the new things that has been added in with the upcoming update, or it really should be with the DLC as well, I think, is that we'll be able to make more cascading waterfalls. We already can make cascading waterfalls, but I think that maybe the Planet Zoo team has realized waterfalls are one of the most beautiful features you can actually add into an exhibit, and it's a little tricky to make a convincing waterfall. You really have to kind of finagle the water feature pieces really carefully. Look at these plants! In order to make a convincing waterfall. So I'm hoping that that means that it'll be easier to make a nice cascade. So we'll have to see how that effect works out. And then if you look over here, these are definitely some new plants. I like the variety that there are on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't remember. Oh, that's so cool. You can see a big old whale mobile up top, on top of this building, if you like to build with things that aren't just plants, which is not how I build. Oh, here's another great angle so you can see the cascading waterfall. I love that as just a decorative feature to go next to where everybody can walk. You can see a whole bunch of the new trees. Okay, this looks new. Is this like a new, oh wait, I think I could almost build something like that to show off the lights right now. That looks really cool. People are coming over to get their drinks and their food, walking through this beautiful tunnel. I love the rock facade on this area. Like, I'm gonna have to figure out how to mimic that like right now because that looks so good. Oh, this all is going to be so pretty. I love how we have both a very tropical and very plant-filled theme that's going to go alongside the terrapin. There we go. That's going to go alongside with adding even more ice than just what the Arctic pack had to kind of round that out, which I think is really good because the Arctic pack added in snow and ice, rocks as well. I'm not sure if that was part of the free update, so everybody might already have not all of those. I've always had the Arctic pack, so I'm not sure. And I always felt like there was just a little bit of flexibility missing. So I'm actually excited to have more ice and rocks, as weird as that sounds. It just helps you to create even more fine-tuned builds. There will be new big like lettering coming as well. Apparently there's going to be a new type of font and there's going to be more lettering available. So if you do like to spell things out so you can actually direct your guest, which actually that's kind of galaxy brain. I never do that. I just assume that the guest will run to every exhibit. then you can actually put up some new font, which I probably should be using those now that I'm thinking about it. It might be helpful for my poor guests. I mean, maybe they can't read, it'll be fine. And then over here you can see two of the other animals that are actually going to be in the pack. If you're keeping track, that is now the seals, the penguins, looks like emperor penguins. You've also got the giant otter. You have the diamondback terrapin, which is going to be a exhibit animal that they're adding in, and you have the dwarf caiman, which I am very excited about because it's a teeny tiny little crocodilian and it looks so cool. I've seen a few of them in real life and they're just tiny. They're just adorable. Ooh, this is definitely a new path with kind of a watery theme to it. Look at those new benches. I love that very lovely fountain. And there's the seagull again. I love that little guy. I'm going to be putting him everywhere. He's just precious. And it does look like we have a new wall piece. We've got some nice borders. I'm eyeing up those plants. Those look suspiciously new. Probably not. But I'm keeping an eye on them. And I love this build. I'm gonna have to really draw a lot of inspiration from this for being able to make some cool fountains. And look at this little lighthouse. This is so cute. I hope that they have that available as one of the blueprints that you can put down. I would go buy cotton candy from that lighthouse. I absolutely would. And then sit and watch the seals. That would be delightful. Also, that was a new wooden path. And look at the fluffy little chicks. So as usual with the birds in Planet Zoo, because time passes so fast, they don't actually lay eggs. Instead, they just kind of have the babies show up all of a sudden. I don't want to say give birth because birds don't give birth, they lay eggs. That's one of the things that makes them birds. However, you don't see the egg stage. So it looks like with these penguins, they will be jumping straight into, are these emperors? I gotta think about what they are. But they will be jumping straight into their brown downy stage when they are itty bitty fluffy penguins who need to wait before they can go ahead and get their aquatic feathers. And a penguin actually has very, very tightly pressed together feathers. They have more feathers per square inch of skin than any other species of bird. And that's because those feathers help to keep out the water and to insulate them. And when you live in such a cold place and you're diving into such chilly waters, you need to be able to stay warm. And so these guys actually are, even though they don't look like they're covered in a lot of feathers, they have more feathers than any other bird species, which I just think is so fascinating. And I just noticed a ducky. There is a ducky toy. That is precious. I love that. I am going to be decorating with that everywhere because that is such a cute little ducky. And it does look like the penguins can actually go through this archway. If they started giving us rocks that are just like these little rocks, like already put together in this archway, that would change my life. I would absolutely adore that. And this looks like it might be a lighter color rock. And look at how carefully built those stairs are. Oh, I would love if I didn't have to build those stairs by hand, but that's okay. I'm willing. But all right, so guys, all together, this is going to be coming out on the 8th. You guys can already go ahead. The dark penguin, I think. All right, we're going to get a good idea of what kind of penguin this is at some point. But you can go ahead and wishlist it on Steam. As usual, it is going to be $9.99 USD. Oh, look, are they going to have new plants that we can put on the bottom of the waterway? Ooh, I would really love that. I would really, really love that. Oh, I wonder if this is just going to like open up the door to adding in even more aquatic animals. We didn't even see the seals or the giant otters underwater. The penguins are kind of the star of the show right now. They better be. I wish they sold plushies in the game and you could just watch people walk around with like the little penguin plushies because that would be really cute. But it's going to be available on the 8th. It is only going to be $9.99 USD. I'm excited. I can't wait to play with it. We're adding penguins into Ice Ice Outpost. Nobody can stop me. It's going to be so freaking exciting. And I hope you guys are excited about this too, because I really love just having more to add into our Planet Zoo adventures. But I will say I have a very important question about these adorable penguins. I have to wonder if they fly. And you're gonna think that I've just lost my mind when I just said, do these penguins fly? But if you have been around the pixel biology community long enough, you will know that we have multiple instances of penguins flying. Oh my goodness. In fact, I kind of want to convert the caribou exhibit into something else and maybe just keep a couple caribou. Intern? Intern. Penguins can't fly, intern. Hey, baby! A penguin! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, is that supposed to happen? Is that normal? Yes. Yes. Even though it shouldn't happen, historically, in the zoos or adventures we have gone on, be it in Zoo Tycoon 2 or be it in our Subnautica adventures, we have seen flying penguins. I am going to hold out hope that not only will we enjoy the new DLC for all of the pretty plants and new animals it will bring to us and the stories that it will allow us to tell, but I'm also waiting for the beautiful glitch that will once again strike and allow penguins to fly. We've got to keep our eyes out for that too, guys. But alright, I hope you guys are excited. Let me know what you think. If you have a favorite species of penguin, actually. If you have a favorite species of penguin and it's not the emperor penguin, there's a good chance I could actually add it into our zoo crafting adventures and our Minecraft adventures. So I need more penguins in my life. Like, tell me the cutest or coolest penguin that you know of, and then I'm kind of feeling penguins. Maybe we'll work on penguins in zoo crafting, huh? But alright, I hope you guys are all having a great day. You're super excited. Have you ever seen penguins in real life that really impressed you? One time I saw one swallow like a 2-foot fish. I need to find the video of that and share that with you guys too. And I will see you guys for our adventures here on the Pixel Biology channel next time. Stay curious, guys. Bye-bye.